This is still section 4.8 in Math 20, and we're going to go ahead and work the checkpoint number 7, which is on page 406. It says the population of New Orleans was 455,100 people before Hurricane Katrina. In 2008, Katrina was in 2005. In 2008, 311,853 people were living in New Orleans. So you can see that a lot of people left. By what percentage had the population decreased from the 2005 pre-Katrina levels? Well, I know that there were 455,100 back in the year 2005, and then after the hurricane, everything settled down in 2008, 311,853. Before I can give you the percent of decrease, I need to find out what the amount of decrease is. So I'm going to have to subtract those two. So I've got 455,100 minus 311,853. And I get 143,000, let's see, 143,247. So this represents the amount of decrease. So now if I want to know what the percent is, it's always something over 100 is equal to the part to the base. Well, I'm looking for this, so I'll put an X in there, and the percent of decrease, the amount of decrease, 143,247, and my base, what I started with, was 455. Okay, and I'm not going to take the time on this video to go through this. This is just cross multiplication then, and you're going to get a value for X, and make sure then you, when you write it down, that you put a percent sign on that. Okay, let's see if we should have enough time on this video to get an example 7. The population of Jackson County, Oregon was estimated by the U.S. Census as 181,205 people in the year 2000. By 2008, 8 years later, the population had increased by 11%. What was the population in the year 2008? Now notice, they're not asking me for the amount of increase. They don't care. They just want me to go right to the new level in 2008. So what I can do is I can use Steve's method and say that if it went up 111%, or if it went up 11%, that means I've got 111%, or 111 over 100 is equal to, now let's see, it was estimated to be that much in 2000, that's my base, 181,205, and the new population, this is my percent, this is my new stuff, there's my proportion. Let's go ahead and work this out and see how it looks. 100x is equal to, I've got 111 times 181,205 is equal to 100x. Okay, let's see. So we got 111 times 181,205, and I end up with 201,137, 3755.00. Okay, and I have to divide that by 100. So it's 201,137.55. That's the new population. That's the new, and it stands. Does it make sense? Sure, it makes sense. I had 181,000. I'm now up to 201,000, and that was at 11%. At 11%. Now you can always check this by taking 11%, multiplying it by this guy over here, and then taking that answer and adding it to this guy over here. Okay. Let's see this. And the answer, ta-da! The answer in the text, 201,138. Okay. I think we might be able to get the next two done and all in the same video. Let's take a look. Anika bought her house for $82,000 in 1990. Her home was recently appraised at that much. Okay, so she had an increase. What's the percent of increase? The percent of increase. Okay, so it was 82,000. It went up to 210. So I have 210 minus 82, 0008, and that's 2, 1. Let's make sure I got that right. Okay, so this is the increase. This is the amount of increase. So, but they want to know what the percent of increase is. Okay, no problem. There's my percent signed. In percent of increase, amount of increase. 128 over my base. What was my base? It was 82,000. 82,000. And I'll let you do the rest. Just cross multiplication and solve for x. Okay. And finally, number 9. The first iPod held about 240 songs. It first became available in 2001, so the first one was 240 songs. And then in 2001, and sold for $4.99. Today, this model sells. This model of the iPod Pod sells new in its original packaging on auction websites for around $30. Okay, so it's like worth nothing. What's the percent of decrease in the value of the original one? The percent of decrease. Well, okay. It started out $4.99. And by the way, I'm looking for percent, so right away I'm setting it up. There we go. X over 100. And they want to know the percent of decrease. So I better figure out what the amount of decrease is. Well, that's just going to be $4.99. I'm coming to the sandbox for a second. $4.99 minus 30. Well, $469 is the amount of decrease. $469. And what was the base? $4.99. $4.99. Okay, there's my proportion. I'm curious. Let's do this one. See how it works. 100 times this. I'm going to be lazy and take a shortcut and just add a couple of zeros there. X is equal to 46,900 divided by, sorry, you can't always see me working on this calculator, 46,900 divided by 499. 93.987. Okay, so there he is. So 90, almost approximately equal to 94% was the decrease in the price. Okay, that's it for 4.8. Hope that helps.